in the what? A man. If you haven't learned that lesson, you'll soon find out. Okay, let us read the Revelation 12. Let's go to Revelations 6. And remember, we talked about Spielberg's horse there. He had a great movie called, now eventually go for Academy Award. Watch. See, because they're trying to get the people prepared for what?
War.
Very simply, they get the people, and all you're going to see is a lot of these war movies.
That's all you see now.
That's all they say. See, and Lindsay said they were going to start these war movies. So all this stuff is working into the unconscious. So they got to get your mind off of, you ain't got no food. You ain't got an apartment to stay. Your car being repossessed. You live in a house that's upside down. You don't know if you get your penny. So they start war. Then your mind is what?
On war.
Your mind is shifted on war. You see what I'm saying? So our masters, or these Luciferians, know exactly how to distract you from the reality of your flight. Okay.
Revelation 6.
Read.
And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, Come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, Come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from earth.
Now you know what they're saying. So all these wars, all these major wars has been happening. They say, who caused all these wars? They say America. See, going around stealing people's oil and resources and stuff. And basically what you already have a resource war. And those who came to the Silver Conference, we gave you that article where they said it was a currency what? War. There's a currency war. They're fighting with war. They're fighting over this stuff here, paper. Who can have the cheapest currency so they can sell this stuff on the market in America? See, we talked about that and made you aware that when this fails, all hell gonna break loose. And we'll get to that in just a moment because that's that pale horse. But anyway, here's a red horse. And the rider was given power, okay? And there's no greater power at this point in time, except for America. And then the bully on the what? Block. Another bully on the block. See, instead of helping people, they go around ripping people off.
And killing people.
See what I'm saying? Okay, read.
They should, fourth verse. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Okay, so you can see that. You can see how the Muslims were killing one another over each other. See, you got all types of chaos. In the Middle East, you got turmoil, and it's all caused for a particular reason. And we'll talk about that, as we know that that's one of the greatest points of resources. So the powers that control the country, the powers that are in heaven, likewise did the same thing. So they're down here, weakening nations, destroying these nations, and taking natural resources such that they can become the ruler of the next. Or as the first one say, they become the conqueror, or the what? Or the ruler. Now they said that it's not in righteousness. They said what? Unrighteousness now. Okay, you have to understand the two mysteries coming down together. Okay, so we understand. So now what was that? Now we understand why that horse was red there. And he called it the war horse. So somebody knew something, or they were maybe unconscious. That's what it's all about. See, now I'm going to play something here for a moment here. Let's see. I'm going to play. Let me start here. I can get it up. Okay. This is, we told you, this is this world. I might as well get me what is that? The next verse down, the pale horse. Now, when this goes, this causes a lot of problems. When money fails, the first thing people have, they have no food. They told you that that's to come. See,
As this becomes worthless, I'm going to also bring, and if those of you on the email list, we sent you out that something happened down in Texas. First of all, there is a drought throughout this country, even though they don't even report it. A huge drought. That's why beef and stuff has gotten cheaper. But you wait until after they get these ranches to send all that cattle to what? To slaughter, to get rid of them because they can't feed them. And the hay is so crazy down there. Everything is so expensive down there. But what's happening is that the dairy farmers are catching hell. And if you're in Austin, Texas, I couldn't bring it up. And the farmer down there, he tried to hold the price, he just couldn't hold it. So he sent a notice out. If you drink, well, we told you that there'll come a time when most people in this room will not be able to buy anything organic. Organic milk. I said organic milk in Austin, Texas was $10 per gallon. Wow. Per half a gallon. Wow. $10 per half a gallon. So a gallon would cost you what?
$20.
Money's what?
Fair.
See, that's what we told you. And they ain't when this stuff fails, you will not believe you gotta pay $20 for hamburger. And I tell you, you won't be able to go to Mickey D's and get $1 hamburger. It'll be $2 or $3 for the cheapest hamburger at Mickey D's. So you know that
some of them are like that now in certain areas.
Right, but I'm saying now they run that dollar ad all the time, every now and then. But that's gonna be over with. There gonna be no more dollars. It's gonna be $3, $4, maybe $5. Now money won't buy nothing. And that's why, the kids today, they can't afford no candy, no penny candy, because there's no such thing. We grew up, everybody knew about a penny and nickel candy. People went to a joke. Then the kids say, you give me $1, what's this? Even the kids say, $1 won't what?
Buy nothing.
Buy nothing. So everybody knows that this thing is just about worthless. So,
Dr. Warren,
right.
The McDonald's down on the Gold Coast, that rock and roll McDonald's,
yeah.
Big
yeah.
They don't have $1 menu there.
Okay. Well, they in a high income, so that's
now.
mainly for the middle class. But I'm saying that you're gonna find out that that won't get it. Things that you saw with $1 in that dollar store, won't nothing that costs $1. I guarantee you that. See, now what we're gonna listen to, this was done just this past week. This is what he says about Lindsay is on Alex Jones. This is what he said. So,
you want me to finish the scripture?
Yeah, what scripture was that?
You said you wanted to go to the pale horse.
Give me the pale horse.
Okay.
Now the pale horse, now, is one of the pale horse. Now that's the horse of famine. But famine is, when people say famine, well, you can have famine two ways. Either a crop fails, or you can have just by the fact that you have a lack of what? Money.
Yep.
And it's a famine because you can't afford the food.
That's right.
And that's what's going to happen. People will literally starve to death in America. And with plenty of food here. And they will not be able to get themselves. I don't believe that. But people are homeless, and that's 10 million houses are vacant. All these houses are foreclosed, young people say, they're empty. They won't even, the bankers say, that's our house, and they board them up. And the city is trying to get the bankers to mow the grass and fix it up. And the bankers said they ain't doing nothing. See what I'm saying? So what you have in these certain neighborhoods, I'm gonna tell you, this thing really gets down. You have a ghost town. You may have one house, 3 people on a block, and all other houses are what?
Condemned.
You walking around and say, this is the great Chicago. It's like a great Detroit. This is the great America. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That's what Yahweh said he would do to Israel. You go get that ready. You know what he said, when I get through with you, they will say, is this the great Israel? This is the great America. Y'all ain't listen, y'all ain't got a pot to piss in.
It's Revelation.
Okay, read.
And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see, and I beheld as lo a black horse. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand.
Read.
And I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny. Now
that penny, now remember,
yes.
when that was translated into the English Bible. They said, because a penny is the, but actually, it should be a denarius. What was written in Greek was a denarius. The denarius was a quarter of an ounce of silver, about a fifth of an ounce of silver. And that was a day's wages. A day's wages. So you work one day, and that was your wages. When you had a wife and a bunch of children, well, what happened? Well, what happens? That's your problem, because we only gonna pay you a day's wages. People say, well, that's here now. Work at Walmart. You gotta work. You gotta live with your mama. And you better not have no babies. 3 or 4 babies, you're in trouble.
And 3 measures of barley for a penny.
And 3 measures of barley for a penny. Read.
And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
Okay, now that's talking spiritually there, but that's talking about those that are sealed. But my point is this is where we are at. And this is where, as I say, people's minds change. And there's going to be a shift. You see that 1 in 2 Americans are impoverished. So right here, that black horse, it says census show 1 in 2 Americans are poor. It goes on and say they're being squeezed by a rise in what? Read that first paragraph. So we got that first paragraph there tells you what exactly happens. And see, the problem is nobody has the ability like the Yahshua Messiah has. When you go get a silver coin out of the fish out in Great Lakes. Now you can't do that, you're in trouble.
And when he had opened the 4th seal, I heard the voice of the 4th beast say, come and see. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. And his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the 4th part of the earth to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. Okay. Now you read that, and here we are. We're at the very brink of that here in America. People will literally be starving to death here. Because they will not be able to afford whatever. And you wait till, if you're having a hard time now, you just wait. You just wait. Okay. Read this. Now this is from Associated Press here. This was dated Thursday, December 15th. Now this is what it says. Read this.
Washington squeezed by rising living costs. A record number of Americans, nearly 1 in 2, have fallen into poverty or are scraping by on earnings that classify them as low income.
That's what we're talking about. See, the rise in income means this dollar doesn't buy what it does, and you work and you make it $10 an hour, but everything else is double, and your wages are not keeping up with the prices. So, and wages and money failed in Egypt. Well, money failed here. And see, people have not been warned what they should do. They should be getting silver, doing everything to get a piece on silver. So, what we shall do now is that I'm going to play this 14 minutes. Go ahead.
And I don't know if anybody has called Social Security lately. I don't think it's going to be any, I think Social Security is going to stop soon, because I called them last week and wanted to know why I hadn't got a statement. You know, they send you these statements of what your estimate would be. And the last 3 that I got, each time that I would get one, it would be low. And then it would say they can't promise you may end up getting 20% because budget. So but bottom line, the lady said, well, we stopped sending them out in 2009. I said, well, why? I said, because I've been paying money into it every year. I'm hoping that it will have gone up. She said, well, I don't know, because of budget problems, we have not sent out any estimate of your earning. Bottom line is, I said, well then, when I file this year, can I just keep my money there? Can I just not put it in there? She said, no, you got to put it in there. So, so what's that?
Listen, you do.
I got to get them this money.
You got to get the money, but you will not get back.
Yeah. And they don't stop sending me statements saying you're going to get it. They say they stop sending anybody statements.
That's the point that
so that means it's not there.
It's like a Ponzi scheme. Now what we're going to show you, and this is what Lindsay said this past week when he was on the InfoWars show. So we're going to play about 15 minutes of that. Very interesting. Listen to what he said. Because what happens, he was called by one of the retired chairmen of one of these, one of the major oil companies. I think this guy was from Morocco. That oil company's been bought up now. But anyway, he was a low-level Illuminati. He's an insider. He's an elite. And he's giving them tidbits of what's to come. But this is what he told them that Bernanke said back in 11/21/02, 2002. This is what he said to him about what he would do. And one of the things he was said, there was 5 things he said, and he's done all 4 of them.